Welcome back to Girl Talk. If you're wondering what this gorgeous set is, we are here at Odana Antiques having a lovely time. In a little while, we're going to talk to Sue Duncan, owner, and she's got all kinds of fabulous things in store for us to learn about.
I feel like we're at a little garden party.
I know, isn't it lovely? Speaking of women in business, we are joined now by Andrea Hughes, who's with the Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation.
Breathe.
I got it, but you also call it
WWBIC. Yes.
That's so much easier.
Much easier.
So she's with WWBIC. We've got Andrea here. Now, they do all kinds of wonderful things for women in business startups, and there's so much to cover. We're not going to be able to cover it all, but we're going to focus today on education courses because there are lots to offer. So tell us about those.
Well, as you were saying, WWBIC, we call it that because it's long for one reason. And also, 30% of our clients are men. So the guys are welcome. It's just that we like to focus a bit on the women. But when we talk about the classes, a lot of people think, and we do work really hard to help people with small businesses. So we've got lots of classes in the small business realm. Starting your small business, business planning. But I wanted to also mention that we have a lot of classes in financial capability. And that's everything from estate planning, thinking about retirement, doing budgeting, doing identity theft we even have down at the library. So it's a plethora of classes, even encore entrepreneurship, turning your hobby into a business. So it's kind of a wider range maybe than what some people would think.
You don't have to be a small business owner?
No, you don't have to be a small business owner to enjoy some of our classes, correct.
Wonderful. That's the American dream too, turning your hobby into your business.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I know someone who did that sitting next to you.
Well, this is with my next question. I don't have any time to come in. Do you offer them online, these classes?
Yep, we have classes online, live online, so you can have the webinar type of a thing. Then you ask questions, and that's kind of live. But then we also have them recorded, so on demand.
Nice.
So, you know,
Awesome.
once you've put the baby to bed, you got your little soda, babies, then you can sit back and watch them when you want them. So
Oh my
that's
gosh, how
convenient.
fabulous.
That's nice. Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know, do you have seasonal offerings? For example, do you have things right now that you don't typically offer throughout the
We
year?
kind of go by semesters. So each semesters we have our core classes, but then we always change it up. And some of the ones that we're doing this semester, we're doing one on trademarking, which is a little more focused in terms of what you're talking about on businesses. But then we also have, like I mentioned, the identity theft one. And then we're introducing a new one that is strong coffee, strong women. So we're inviting women from the area that are business owners to come, and in the morning we're going to have coffee. The first one that we're going to do in September, we're talking to some of our chocolatiers in town, so we're going to have coffee and chocolate at that one, so that'll be fun.
Doesn't get better, does it?
You had me at coffee, and now I'll be there. Let's talk a little bit about, too, for some of our bilingual viewers. Now, there's actually a growth of Hispanic women in business.
Definitely.
Do you offer any of these classes in Spanish?
We do. We have a program called Comienzos, which we work with the university and the Latino Chamber to offer these classes in Spanish. And again, it's all kinds of classes. It's the classes in business startup, and then also some of those financial capability classes, just the general classes.
Wonderful.
So yeah, that's great.
And then real quick, are there, and if so, are there any costs associated with these classes?
Most of the classes are free, especially the financial capability, the estate planning, the identity theft, all of those are free. And then sometimes there's a nominal charge, $15, $25. Now, some of our classes that go for 8 weeks where you're doing your whole business planning class, those have a little more fees to them. But so there's a range. And we also have scholarships available. So we have sliding scale depending on your income, and we have payment plans. So we just try to make it work,
We
however.
only have a couple seconds left. Where are these classes held?
Mostly, they're held at the libraries, they're held at WWBIC. We also hold them at some of our clients, like for example, we have one at Synergy that's an incubation type of organization where small businesses can come in and just rent a desk. So we have them all over.
All over.
Yeah.
Better look online then to
Yeah.
see where.
Great.
Okay.
Lots of opportunity and online, as you mentioned. So thank you so much, Andrea Hughes with the Wisconsin Women's Business Initiative Corporation, or better known as WWBIC. We're going to be back with more Girl Talk. We're here at Odana Antiques. Stick with us.